It's Steve from Machete Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one.
You can find me on a skylight, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight. Smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm to make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb, screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, bum, bum, follow if you want me one, want me one. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, follow if you want me
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here with more Cyraxx nonsense. Cyraxx decided to boot up a stream yesterday evening to recount his tale of woe. That was the mall trip. That was the most horrifying event that Cyraxx has been through in recent memory, guys. The only time he's gone out of the house has just been a terrible, terrible event for him. So he again decided to boot up a stream to really, really recount his tale for as long as he possibly could to get as much attention and much pity as possible for this little terrible mall trip that went sideways. So he's got a video for us to watch, as always. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna see his continued tale of woe as he continues to recount this horrible, horrible event in his life, guys. So, as always, here's a fly, and let's continue hearing the story that Cyraxx is going to tell over and over every day for the next 6 months as the thing that makes him the biggest victim in the entire world.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, and it was cut by Goblin Records, further cut by me, and sped up as well.
My name is Chance, but most people know me under the name Cyraxx.
Up, 10 from Mr. Jessel. What's his problem? I always have a great time at the mall. Beautiful women, greasy food. Come on, yeah, Cyraxx is the only person who has a horrible, horrible time at the mall. Everybody else has a great time.
And today I'm here to tell my story. The story of how I went through 6 years of fucking hell. And at the very end was left to die. And survived.
Yes, he survived. He survived a trip to the mall on a Wednesday night. A mall 15 minutes from his house. He survived. He's a strong boy.
You see, my story starts. I'm here 6 years ago. Well, 7 years ago now. When a guy named Music Biz Marty hired somebody by the name of Mass Troll Mafia. And let me tell you right now. Ever since that shit happened, my life was turned upside down for the worst.
Yes, and it all culminated with him going to the mall and getting lost. 2 from your boy Sparky. Rax Tax for our favorite gay fisherman. Thank you, I appreciate that.
People began calling my phone.
Up to from Watch Me Print. Some bus fare in case you need to get home. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. I do need to get home after this. I had no idea how to.
Blowing my phone up to where I had to cut my phone off. People began harassing me after finding my Facebook, sending messages to me, my family. Several years later.
Yeah, it's amazing that he didn't even think to grab Sally's leather jacket when he went out. He was so proud of wearing that jacket. He goes outside, doesn't even grab the jacket that he loves to throw on. He was going to get a back patch on it. He doesn't even take it when he goes outside in winter. 5 from Ultra. If someone hasn't done so, can we make a Cyraxx bingo board with all the usual things he says and does every time he raxes out or retells the story? Well, Goblingo is not my thing, but you all free to if you want to.
A guy named Tips TV blackmailed me. And they call him I'm not one. And that then got spread all over the internet. But in between those two time frames, let me explain something to you. The hell that I dealt with was nothing short of terrifying. Being shot at through my bedroom window. Being swatted to the point where the police almost shot me because I had my hand in my pocket.
Because he had his hand in his pocket. That would be the reason. That is the reason. Police are known for doing that, especially in Akron, Ohio.
Police laughing at me like it was some sort of fucking joke.
I like how he mentions that like right after, as if those two things are equal. As if and they also laughed at me, and also they laughed at me, and that hurt my feelings. 5 in the dildo consequences. Is the mall visit is him practicing for the homeless arc? Yes. It shows how well he'll deal with homelessness when he gets lost at a mall 15 minutes away from his house and has no idea how to do anything.
Leaving my family to fend for our fucking selves after we called them over 130 fucking different times. Begging for fucking help. Me getting so depressed that I ended up in the hospital 3 different times. And at one point, I even 2 different times in front of these trolls that I dealt with on their own live streams.
Because of course he was going to bring that up. Because that's completely related to why he got lost at the mall. Getting lost at the mall has nothing to do with the fact that he's an overgrown 35-year-old child who doesn't even know how to get himself home from the mall 15 minutes from his house. No, this is all, it's all because of the trolls. It's a long history of forcing him to not know how to deal with anything like an adult.
As a result of what they had put me and my family through. Well, fast forward to when Marty William Gloryhole took over.
Yeah, he's got to always go that route. 5 from Amigos World Order. Malls have people who keep them clean. He was terrified because he was out of his element. That's very true.
Stole all my music, all my videos I've ever. Got me shut down from every social media platform he could to keep me from making money. To keep me from earning an honest fucking living.
As if it wasn't Cyraxx's fault he gets banned. Every time he gets banned because of the things he says and does. And he goes, oh no, it's the troll's fault. Just like how he gets himself lost at the mall because he's 35 years old and doesn't even know how to take care of himself like an adult. And goes to the mall with no plan for how to get home except for other people are going to drive him home somehow. But it's everyone else's fault that this situation even exists.
And then
5 from Roddy Joe. Little Goblin in Big Mall. That's how he felt. He felt literally like a lost child. You know, he absolutely did feel like a lost child. That's when he went to security. He was like, "Can you call my mommy for me?" Imagine being 35 years old and you have to call your mommy to pick you up from the mall.
And then a year and 2 months ago, I ended up with somebody who I thought that I would spend the rest by the name of Kira Grieve. Somebody I'd known for 13 plus years. Turned out he drove her from me.
Like, really, I believe what happened is that Cyraxx got told, or he got a little call and said, hey, we're going to send an Uber to go meet your girlfriend. She's at the mall. Go there right now. And he got so excited, and he did a little knee-jerk reaction like he always does. Like when he gets his toys and plugs it into his Xbox and it breaks immediately because he's so excited about free stuff. He got so excited to meet his little girlfriend. He didn't even think to grab money or a jacket or anything he needed. He just immediately ran outside, got in the Uber, went to the mall, just assuming everything would work out from there. And then he had no plan for how to get home. And now he's like, oh my God, it's everyone else's fault that I did a stupid knee-jerk reaction once again.
Got her to date a troll that ended her up in prison.
Exactly. He didn't even think to like look at his phone if it had enough charge. He just grabbed his phone, threw on his little hoodie, and ran outside.
Where she currently resides. But nothing could prepare me for what happened over these last few months.
Exactly.
You see, people don't know this, but in October, this girl.
Which, by the way, this story, if he supposedly met Cassandra and started talking to her in October, then he was both cheating on Jackie and Josie with Cassandra, and also cheating on Cassandra with Jackie and Josie. So his whole line about, I never cheated on you, I never lied to you, is complete BS, as he states right now.
Girl by the name of Cassandra reached out to me by text now. After hearing what I went through, me and her talked on and off. And it started out, normal at first. We would text once in a while, and then that texting became more and more frequent to where we were texting every day, all day long. And then eventually we ended up calling. And that continued on all day long. And then we finally said, you know what? Why don't we just add each other on Facebook? And so we did.
I like how he talks about it like this is like courting. This is how adults court each other. We were just texting back and forth because she hit me up and saw you're internet famous, and then we decided let's move this relationship to Facebook because he's a ridiculous overgrown child who only exists on the internet because he can't go outside. Because look what happens when he goes outside. He has a horrible experience at the mall and has to tell the story for every day, forever. So he has to move this relationship to Facebook with this woman he's never met, and he talks about it like this is adult courting. This is how people really get to know each other. 5 from Blue Fire Sage. I need thoughts and prayers. Need to go shopping, and it's scary out there. Well, thoughts and prayers. Hope you make it back safe.
And from there, me and her FaceTimed every day, all day long. Fell asleep on call together every night. We became inseparable.
Became inseparable from the woman he had never met in real life.
And then eventually,
yeah, it is. It's really weird.
We found that we wanted to be together.
So weird.
And so we ended up together. And from that point on, I felt like nothing could stop me. I had everything I could ever want.
Wait. Jump back a couple steps here. That went right past my head. So he was making her talk to him all day, every day. I mean, at least in his story. Talking all night, falling to sleep together on video call. And they weren't even dating yet? My God, that would make him the most needy person in the entire world. Why would anyone go through that? You're not even dating yet, and yeah, spend all your time talking to Cyraxx? That's insane.
I had an amazing girlfriend. My career was just starting to get back on the right track. And I was doing good. I was starting to get back to my normal self. I was starting to upload more. I was starting to get my confidence back.
She really was. He really thought he had a new Sally on the hook. Really did believe that.
She had spent Christmas with her family. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, she had spent Christmas with her family and not you, Cyraxx. And you spent Christmas with nobody because your family doesn't even bother to do anything for you anymore. What are you talking about?
And with her family.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, remember, they got together 2 weeks ago. And they still had never met in person. He's recounting this like this was now the love of his life that the trolls ruined.
And then we decided a few days ago that we were going to celebrate have our own little Christmas.
So stupid.
And
have our own little Christmas. We decided, like they're adults and he's doing adult stuff.
She had told me that there was a package that was going to be a little bit late, which I already knew that there was a package coming.
Yeah, he knew there was a package coming. Don't worry.
I had already known about it, And so it ended up getting here.
Yeah. He still hasn't figured that out. He thinks she was the real love of his life that got turned by the trolls to do dirty work for them, and he just has to make her think he's good again, and she'll be his mommy. He's unbelievably delusional. 300 from Nolan. Rax Tax, catch it up on the replay. Well, you don't really have to catch up. There's like nothing important here. Do it from Foxy Megan. It's ridiculous how gullible he is, Rax Tax. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
And I opened
He
it
is
up,
gullible. He's extremely gullible.
and I'm not gonna lie, I was pleasantly surprised. It was a brand new wheel rig to help me get going even further in my career.
Pleasantly surprised. He's acting like he's being modest. Oh, I never expected someone would give me toys. I've only been screaming and begging and demanding toys for a year. Oh, you bought me toys? Oh my, what did I do to deserve this?
Because as a lot of you guys know, I do a lot of competitive racing. But I mostly specialize in doing rally stage racing.
Specialize, like there's a Wikipedia article on Cyraxx. What does he specialize in? Rally street racing, guys.
And drift events.
And drift events.
So I started practicing again. I started practicing beforehand.
Against bots.
And then she wanted to see me do even better. So she surprised me with that. Little did I know that was all a lie that I didn't see through. Because see, the day after, we had
And it is amazing that he didn't see through it, as this exact situation has presented itself in the exact same way 3 times previously. But this time, I didn't even see it coming.
talked about celebrating New Year's together. She was going to come down here and we were going to celebrate New Year's. And I was excited, man. Because all these months of talking to her and we were finally going to get to see each other.
All these months of talking. The girl he started dating 2 weeks ago.
Something that we had both wanted to do for so long.
For so long, guys.
And so that day finally came. And let me tell you, honestly, I could barely sleep the night before. I was so freaking excited. I was hyped up. I was ready to go. I had my bags packed up. I was excited, man. I was ready.
It's interesting. You say you respect Sally so much. You're a good person. Army brat raised with morals. Sally loves Cassandra. Cassandra loves Sally. You have a wonderful, wonderful little family building there. And yet, you didn't tell Sally you were going to the mall to meet Cassandra. You snuck out, and she reported you missing. It's very interesting. It's almost like everything you said was a lie. But we all knew that.
Because all these months of being with this, just the most amazing person that has helped me out in so many different ways through life. I was finally going to get to, hold her like we wanted. I was finally going to get to see her and, just be with her.
Yeah. Sally, William made a community post. Sally reported him missing because he went to the mall and didn't tell her he was leaving the house. They have a very, very dysfunctional family over there. They don't make good decisions.
So I ended up getting ready that morning. And then somebody who I thought was a friend hooked me up with an Uber and got me out there to the mall where I was supposed to meet her.
Hooked me up with an Uber. 35 years old, couldn't even afford his own Uber to the mall to meet the love of his life that he's going to take care of for the rest of her life. Definitely couldn't even afford to get one back, but couldn't even afford his own ride there. Had to have someone else pay for it to meet the love of his life, the fiance that he proposed to, and he gets mad when people call him an overgrown child.
When I got there, my phone was almost dead. So I hurried up.
Wait a second. So he's saying that he knew the night before that he was going to go out. So he had plenty of time to prepare, check the weather, see what the temperature would be like outside, get a jacket, charge his phone, maybe even ask Ed for $20 in case he needed to get back. Did no planning whatsoever and just ran outside with a phone that was not at 0%, no money, no jacket, and it's the troll's fault that all this happened. Even if by your own story, you had plenty of time to prepare and bring a jacket and check the weather, get gloves, put on your little beanie, everything you need to be fine in December, but you didn't. And it's the troll's fault you didn't somehow. Two from Amigos World Order. Specializes in concealing goblin lies. Yes, try to say that 5 times fast. Damn.
And I plugged my phone in thanks to one of the people that was lending me a charger there. I didn't see her there. So I started to get concerned. So I messaged my friends on Facebook to see what was going on.
Five from church. I honestly believe he wouldn't notice if he was in a Groundhog Day scenario. In what way isn't he? He is in a Groundhog Day scenario, and he doesn't notice. So, you're right.
And I figured, all right, maybe she's a little bit late. Maybe she got, stuck, wherever. So I go to call my friends that I've known for pretty much my entire life. Friends that I know I can call for anything if something's going on. And these are people that I actually know in real life that I've grown up with.
No, they're not. They're buddy trolls he met on the internet like a couple weeks ago, but he wants to lie and say he's known them forever to legitimize it and not seem like a ridiculous boy who has no friends in the world, no one who wants to talk to him except buddy trolls he met last week. So I was, they're real friends. I've known them since high school. Don't worry, you never heard their names, but I've definitely known them forever. They're real friends.
That I know personally. So I called them up. They started.
2 from Cachette. He knew Sally would say no if he told her. Exactly. That's why he didn't. Again, exposing his lies about Sally loving Cassandra and totally supporting this relationship.
Doing some digging. Come to find out that the worst thing that can happen.
Most people would be like, oh, you need to charge your phone so you can call an Uber. He's like, no, I need to charge my phone so I can call my mommy to get her to pick me up. You're 35? Really?
Was unfolding right in front of me. Because see, what people don't realize, or didn't realize at that time, that there was something darker going on behind the scenes.
And it is interesting that he didn't even just call Sally to have her come and get him. Like, why didn't he just ask anybody at the mall in the mall who has a working phone. Hey, could you please call this number and tell her, look, I'm at the mall. I need a ride home. Can you please come and get me? But instead, he went through a wild plan of wandering through the street, trying to get on the bus, find his own way home, even though he has no idea how to do it. Police had to help him. He created a fake couple. He could have just called Sally and admitted he's an overgrown child and needs his mommy to pick him up from the mall. 2 from MFR. Raxtax Gabo is ridiculous. 0 survival skills. 0 at all. He's ridiculous.
Behind the scenes, this internet troll by the name of John had been harassing Cassandra.
Yeah, he does.
Sending people to her house. And just doing all the worst shit that you could do to somebody.
5 from Wilson. To be fair, Sally probably did love Cassandra as a daughter, given her track record of raising her actual children. Yeah, she doesn't care about anyone but herself, just like Cyraxx. She taught that family well. 5 from Dead Art. He must have some understanding of how pathetic this is, since he lies about so much of it. The lies don't make it less pathetic, Chance. Yeah, he always knows how pathetic it is. He tries to zhuzh it up with lies to make it seem more perilous, and him more brave and also more of a victim, instead of just being a ridiculous story of a 35-year-old man who went to the mall on a Wednesday night and had no idea how to get home. It's ridiculous. 2 from Muck Church. New year, new child locks on the doors. Yeah, Sally's going to double both those child locks now. She is not going to take this kindly. 30 squiggles from the Raging Muffin. Imagine being such a disgusting creature that people are making dental breakdowns on how messed up his mouth is. Yes, that is crazy. It's crazy that people are doing that about him. But, I haven't watched it. And I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to see it.
Well, little did I know that he had something to do with that day. Or so I thought. Because in that moment when I did not know what was really going on, when I looked at the video footage that was shown, it showed that the love of my life, Cassandra, had been kidnapped.
The love of his life. He still believes this girl he met on the internet 2 weeks ago who never met him was the love of his life. He's ridiculously delusional. 2 from New Name. This literally a brand new low for him. It really is a brand new low. He's just trying to dig deeper and deeper and be more and more pathetic.
By one of John's people. I started freaking out. I started getting scared and worried. So I started looking around the mall for...
I'm sorry, 3 weeks. So that makes it official then, guys. 3 weeks, that makes it official.
For security, for police.
I think they said about an hour. It took her about an hour before she called the police and said the 35-year-old that lives with her is missing because he's not in his bedroom.
For anybody that I could to try to help. Because I knew that we had to find her. She was missing. I was told that she was there when all that happened. So I started asking security to start pulling up footage if they could, and
Chris Chan at 35 would drive around the town he lived in alone, go to stores and buy things, like adults actually do. Cyraxx can't do literally any of that. He can't even go to the mall without getting lost.
Unfortunately, they couldn't do it. So, after about an hour of trying to find her, I decided I needed to get back home.
He looked for the love of his life for all of an hour, and then said, "Screw it, I'm going home. I gotta go to my safety of my little attic and hide from the world again." 5 from Rabid. If you just read the transcript of this oral essay, you could pass it off as a bad teen emo romance fanfic. It's amazing how pathetic this is. It really is amazing how pathetic Cyraxx can be.
Little did I know that was just the beginning of my nightmares.
That was just the beginning of this harrowing tale. He hadn't even left the mall yet. Now this 35-year-old man is going to tell you the horrors of having to leave the mall on a Wednesday evening. Be prepared for some gory tales.
You see, I searched around the mall to try to find somebody that could bring me back home.
As you do when you're 35, go asking random strangers at the mall, hey, can I get a ride home? It's just...
And nobody in the mall could do that. So I left the mall looking for answers. And thank God.
I left the mall looking for answers. What does that even mean? What answers were you going to find outside the mall? Is there going to be a sign saying, hey, Cyraxx, you're a dope?
There was a police officer right across the street. I go down the hill to get across the street to talk to the police officer.
Go down the hill. Okay, if you haven't seen the pictures of this hill, they figured out exactly which hill it was. It was about, if I had to, ballpark it, Cyraxx's favorite phrase, if I had to ballpark it, I would say it would be about 10 to 15 feet long, and it was a gentle slope, a little bit too steep for a wheelchair ramp, but something that anyone could walk down if you could walk with almost no problem. Almost no problem. It was like calling it a hill is being generous. It was a gentle slope.
And bear in mind, this was a steep hill.
Yeah, it's a steep hill.
It was about maybe like
no, it wasn't.
That right there.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You know, it was almost like a degree incline.
No, it wasn't even close.
I go down the hill.
The bunny slope at a ski slope is steeper than the little hill that was 10 feet long that he slipped down.
My phone flies out of my pocket.
His iPhone flies out of his pocket. Two from Foxy Megan. The wiggly legs got him again. They always do. Those hills and wiggly legs don't mix.
I lose my phone. Somewhere in the deep broken.
Deep snow. There was a dusting of snow, maybe like an eighth of an inch of snow on the ground. But then the phone went into the deep snow. He couldn't find it.
And something happened at that moment. As I was sliding down this huge hill.
It's huge.
It was a good
hill.
several feet. It was at least a couple hundred feet down.
A couple hundred feet. It was now almost the length of a football field, and it was 90 degrees. It was a cliff outside the mall. A couple hundred feet. He has no idea what he's talking about. It was literally, he fell into the Grand Canyon outside the mall in Akron, Ohio. Two from Mac with some cheese. Double black diamond for Rax. Bunny otherwise. Exactly. It was literally like he's describing a cliff. And it was right outside the mall between him and the police, and he fell off of it. Two from Ultra. The steep hill that puts Everest to shame. Yeah, exactly, guys. This story is so ridiculous.
As I'm sliding, for just the briefest of minutes, I blacked out.
He blacked out, and he talked to God.
And it wasn't like, oh, I blacked out and like passed out. No, it was like one of those things where it's like, you know.
Two from Don't Call. He just went from 7 feet to a couple hundred quick. Yeah, because he realized how ridiculous it was saying that he fell down a couple feet of a hill, and he has to change it to something ridiculously and more harrowing and say, oh, no, it was a couple hundred feet long. He fell into a ravine outside the mall, and he thinks anyone's going to take this seriously.
Like, what the fuck? Kind of like, you black out for just a brief second. But in that brief second,
Exactly.
Something happened for what felt like at least 5 minutes. It was God.
Yeah, God appeared to him when he fell in the ravine outside the mall in Akron, Ohio. When he fell into the ravine, God spoke to him, and God told him, "No, Cyraxx, this is your duty on Earth, is to survive this harrowing ordeal, and go tell the internet this story to prove what a ridiculous human being you are."
As I'm sliding in pain, going down this hill. And just the worst pain you could think of, from being hit by rocks and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, just like the boulders. He's just bouncing off boulders on this ravine outside the Akron City Mall. He's just sliding for what feels like hours down a 10-foot, slightly inclined mound of dirt.
You know, going down
Going down.
to being freezing cold, feeling like I'm basically like, this is it. I'm about to slide down this hill, and I'm about to die.
It was terrifying. It was terrifying. This is a tale of survival. He through all odds, he managed to survive falling off a 10-foot mound of dirt. Are you amazed? I'm amazed. 2 from Ghost Raven. Hey God, it's me, Chance.
This is it for me. In that moment,
Whoop, 5 from Gray. Someone should tell Alex Hanold, a famous rock climber, about this insane cliff that even Cyraxx couldn't handle. Yeah, they should. This would be a crazy. All the people who could go to Akron, Ohio, and free climb this ravine that Cyraxx had this harrowing ordeal at. 5 from Ultra. And God appeared before Chance in the form of a portly bearded man, and God asked him, "Who is the king?" Upon which Chance replied, "You are." Exactly, guys. 2 from Foxy. Of all the lies, I wish this was actually true. Yeah, I wish it was true too. It would be hilarious if this was true, but it's not. It's not true. Cyraxx is a ridiculous, overgrown child. 2 from Cachette. There are pics of him taking the bus home. Yes, there are pics of him just taking the bus home. I don't know why he has to make up this ridiculous story that definitely didn't happen when he just took the bus home because the cop gave him $5 to get on the bus. $1 from Bo on Rumble. Hold on. $1 from Bo on Rumble. This is one of those things that he really should have just acted as if it didn't happen. Like the outcome of the Marty fight, because honestly, this is just sadder. Yeah, it is pretty sad. It's pretty sad and pretty ridiculous, guys.
I heard God tell me that your story's not over.
God spoke to him and told him, "Your story's not over. Just find your way home, Cyraxx, and you can tell your story to the internet."
Your story has just begun.
Oh, it's just begun.
And that your time of victory
Yeah.
is fast approaching.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this happen before, it's great. You'll see the story evolve over the next several weeks, and how it'll be Cyraxx's personal Vietnam, how he served his tale of survival, and how he's now the strongest boy in the world because of what he went through, and it'll just evolve to be the most harrowing tale you've ever heard, and he was just the bravest, strongest little boy through all of it.
And when I came back to, I was leaned back against the snow, reclined back as if you would in a recliner like this. I get up, I brush the snow off my pants, off my body.
That is true. That is true.
And so I get up, I see this officer that
It was a gentle slope with a light dusting of snow on it. He tried to walk down it. He has no coordination whatsoever, and he slipped and fell on his bum. And he's talking about it like he fell into a canyon, and he somehow, by a miracle, survived. He's going to go on the National Geographic Channel and tell his tale of survival. He slipped and fell on his bum because there was some snow on the ground. He's a ridiculous, overgrown child.
had just seen what happened was running over to me. So I got up, I walked over to him. He asked me if I was okay. I told him, yeah, I think I'm okay. Like, I'm not injured or anything. You know, we checked my, you know, I lifted my shirt up, checked my legs. You know, everything was good. I had no injuries. He asked me my name. I told him my name, handed him my ID. And this officer did something amazing. This officer unknowingly put me in the path of two people that I will never forget for the rest of my life.
The officer gave Cyraxx directions on how to find the bus that would take him home, and possibly gave him $5 to get on the bus. Really, that's all that happened. And then he took the bus home and crafted this story of survival and these longtime fans who found him and saved him just to try to recover some sense of victory after this ridiculous story happened.
This officer, when I was telling him what was going on, he couldn't believe it. Until I showed him the videos on YouTube and everything that had happened. And he knew. He was like, we need to get you home, buddy.
He showed the cop the videos on YouTube of people being mean to him. And the cop goes, oh man, you're such a brave little boy enduring all these mean people on the internet. We gotta get you home, buddy. What a ridiculous, overgrown child living in a fantasy world he is. 300 from Nolan. Can't wait for the I Shouldn't Be Alive episode. He'll be talking about that for a long time. The story of ultimate survival, him persevering throughout all the odds against him. Don't worry about that. 2 from Philip. So he can pronounce okay correctly. Yeah, he can. He just chooses not to.
He's like, we need to get you home. You need to find your girl, and we need to get you home so you can find her.
Yeah, the cop was very concerned about him meeting up with Cassandra. That's how you know this story is real, because the cop was concerned that he met up with Cassandra still.
And so this officer gave me $5 to get me to the bus station. What he did was he gave me $5.
2 from Edward. How did he show him videos? He lost his phone. Well, he told the cop to pull up YouTube on the cop's phone, obviously, in this very real story that obviously happened.
And got me to a bus stop where a bus finally came. I want to tell you, on that bus ride to the bus station, little did I know that that's where I'll meet the 2 angels that saved my life that day.
Bus ride to the bus station. What does that even mean? Why didn't he just take the bus that would take him home? That's not... yeah, whatever.
Because one of them let me use... One of these 2 people noticed me on the bus going back to the bus station. Little did I know that these 2 people were the 2 people that would save my life. Because these 2 people, whose names I will not mention.
It is amazing. He just makes up these people rather than just admitting he had to take the bus home alone because he couldn't figure out how to get home on his own. 2 from Chrissy. The delusion is beyond crazy. It really is. It really, really is. And $1 on Rumble from Bo. This makes me think when he's homeless, every video he can find the time to make will just be about his survival in the wild jungles of Akron. It will be. It will be.
Saved my life. They had seen what happened and came looking for me.
2 from Blake. Is he still talking about this? He is terrified. No, he's not terrified. He's using this as a story of ultimate survival so he can both pretend to be the victim and get sympathy, and also talk about how strong he was for making it through this harrowing tale. He's loving this. He loves this. 2 from Dead Art. I hate the way he bobs his head around while lying. Yeah, I do too. 5 from Cachette. 39 degrees. Vitch, please. Where I'm from, exposed skin can get frostbite within a minute. Suck my negative 40 degree windshield, Vitch. Oh, God. Damn. Negative 40 degrees. That sucks.
Oh, God.
And 2 from Age Art. Tall Tales from Chance Wilkins. Exactly, guys. Bunch of tall tales from old Chance Wilkins. The man who tells the tallest tales.
Because they saw what William and them were doing and they knew it was wrong, so they just decided to come looking for me to try to help. And I didn't know that. And so this woman and her husband, they approached me wondering if I was the same person. They asked me, they're like, hey, are you Cyraxx?
Yeah, there was a buzz all around Akron. Cyraxx is lost in Akron. People were talking about it. There was chat groups. Hey, did you know Cyraxx is lost? If you see a weird overgrown child walking around Akron who looks like he's lost, head him up. He might be Cyraxx, and we gotta get him home. I'm sure there was like all sorts of people walking around the neighborhood with flashlights, just searching, calling his name. Cyraxx, are you here? Can we find you? We gotta get you home.
Are you Chance? I was like, yeah, that's me. And they introduced themselves, and they're like, we're here to take you home. They said, we saw what happened. What these evil people did to you was wrong. And, so we started talking on the way home. We started talking on the way to the bus station. And these two people were two of the most amazing people that I could ever meet in my entire life. Like, those two people, they saved my life.
It's amazing how every person that doesn't exist is the greatest person in the world to Cyraxx. It's amazing how that works. He has to even glow up people that don't exist. It's crazy. 5 from Red Key Theory. My black cat ran outside and in the snow, barefoot. I had to grab her. We barely survived. Oh, that's a harrowing tale. I'm sorry that happened to you, Red Key.
The guy's wife allowed me to, use one of their phones. So I could call my friends and let them know that I was on my way home.
Why, again, didn't you just call Sally? You should have just called Sally, Cyraxx. Oh, wait, you couldn't call Sally from a number that she didn't know because she didn't pick up numbers she doesn't know. That's probably it, because everybody that calls her, that's probably what's happening.
Well, on the way home, unfortunately, the phone didn't work. Because, unfortunately, their phone died. Sadly enough.
Up, 279 from Twerp. SCP Cyraxx escaped containment. Yes, he did.
But we sat there and we talked. Told them about everything that had gone on, what had happened.
Up, 2 from MFR. I'm about to smoke in negative 20°C weather. Pray for me. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
Well, the husband took something out of his pocket and said, hey, I got a gift for you.
Yeah, don't forget, Cyraxx got a gift for being a brave, strong little boy through this harrowing ordeal. His little fantasy world. He also gets a toy. He also gets a little toy, a little gift for being such a strong little boy through this whole situation.
He's like, I don't know why, but I feel like you're meant to have this. I don't know why, but something's telling me to give this to you.
It's so ridiculous.
And so the man reached into his pocket and pulled this out.
But 2 on Rumble from Crash Scooter Coot. I still want to know if Cassandra was a troll the whole time, got turned, or was the video AI? It looked like AI. She was a troll the entire time. They're all trolls. Why would anyone willingly be with Cyraxx?
And gave it to me. He said, I don't know why.
He's shown that on video a couple of years ago. He can't even lie well. We've all seen that. No one gave that to him. It's just a lie.
But I feel like I'm meant to give this to you.
Yeah,
to be yours. And so he gave it to me. And I thanked him. I get to the bus station. And they helped me to get onto the number 8 to where, I would come home. And so, I get home. I immediately fall to the floor, thinking the entire time that Cassandra had been kidnapped. I was scared.
It is amazing. So basically, the story was to get home from the mall, you gotta take one bus to the bus station, jump on another bus, and then take that bus to your house. And this is his harrowing tale of survival. He was at the mall, and it takes 2 buses to get home. Just let that sink in. 2 buses to get home. Something people do every day to get to work. 2 buses and a train. People do that all the time. He's talking like this is the worst, most harrowing situation anyone could ever go through. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're from Born Unique. He probably had that up his you-know-where already. He probably did, guys. He probably did. And 5 from Beef Baby. He talks like one of those fake Facebook stories old people fall for. Hilarious. Yeah, Sally probably taught him to talk like that. It's ridiculous.
I was worried.
Two from Zork. He found that toy on the bus seat, made a story up. No, I think he's actually just had it and he made the story up. But either way, the story's made up for sure.
And let me tell you, when I walked in that door, I hit the ground like a ton of bricks. I passed out for a couple minutes.
Man, because the wiggly
Because I just ran a mile and a half
on wiggly legs
from my house in the freezing cold weather. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hang on. Alright. Hold on, y'all. 1 second.
Hey, Chance, bring your goddamn dishes down. We already have enough bugs in that attic. He can't even... He has to have his step-grandpa yell up to bring your goddamn dishes down so we can wash them because he can't even do that himself without being prompted. But no, he's a very big, very, very strong, tough little boy who made it home from the mall despite all this harrowing ordeal. It's ridiculous. Yeah, right. Yeah, Ed cares so goddamn much. He really cares. You know, I stopped eating in my bedroom probably around when I was 12. I was like, oh, why am I eating from my bedroom? Why am I hiding from my family eating in my bedroom? It's, yeah.
Sorry that everyone had to take care of something real quickly. But, like I was saying, when I got home, I collapsed on the floor in tears.
When he got home from the mall, he had himself a little cry because he had to take 2 buses home from the mall and forgot his coat.
And I passed out for a couple minutes.
He passed out for a couple minutes.
And when I came to, my mom asked me why I was crying, what's going on.
He didn't even walk all the way back from the mall. He took 2 buses, and he's acting like this was a harrowing ordeal. He didn't even walk. He took buses to his house.
And I told her what had happened. And we needed to find help. Because I thought something was going on that I did not know was a setup. So I immediately got up out of the bed. And I came rushing upstairs. I told Mom, I was like, I need to call my friends.
Wait. Did you walk in and just go to sleep on your grandmother's bed in the living room? You didn't even go into your own bed? You made your grandmother's bed filthy after rolling around in dirt outside, walking around in the filth, and then you immediately come back inside and just roll into your grandmother's bed? That's disrespectful and gross. So horrible. 2 from Zork. The Uber driver had to burn his back seat. Most likely, you're not getting that smell out.
I need to find out what's going on. And so I ended up calling them and talking to them, letting them know that I made it home safe. But that's when I found out the ugly truth. That has since then changed me and how I do things now, forever.
He's changed now. He's different now, forever. Since the other day when he got lost at the mall. He's a changed person. Now he knows his mission. His mission is to whine on the internet and tell his tale of survival at the Akron Mall.
I called up my friends and my little sister answered. And she told me, she was like, hey bro, are you okay? Are you good? I was like, yeah, why? She was like, okay, because you need to sit down for this one. And so I told her, I was like, alright, let me go grab a cup of coffee so I can, warm up even more. And then,
He doesn't drink his coffee warm. He always drinks his coffee cold, and he drinks coffee all hours of the night. What is he even lying about this for? 5 from Roddy Joe. Everybody loves witnessing Raxx's misery, including God. That's true. That is true.
We can talk. So I did that. I ran downstairs, I grabbed a cup of coffee, and I came back up. And so I sat down. She told me something that I didn't want to believe. And that is the fact that this woman that I was supposed to marry, the woman that I was supposed to marry at the end of this year, was in on the entire thing and was a troll.
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought the girl that he started talking to 3 weeks ago that said, yeah, I want to marry you, Cyraxx, was a troll? Everyone in the world is shocked once again that the girl he was going to marry turned out to be a troll, as this exact situation has happened in this exact same way dozens of times. Who knew?
Her kidnapping was faked. It was all staged with her and John and everybody else. Needless to say, I didn't want to believe it at first. I kept on making every excuse in the book. You know, coming up with different scenarios as to what could be going on. Not wanting to believe that she was.
Up, 5 from Zork. He knows his wife was a troll now, yet acts like he could get her back. She wasn't real. Yeah, he still thinks there's a chance of getting her back. He doesn't understand basic concepts. 2 from Ultra. Time is a flat circle for Raxy Poo. That's true. It's true. It's just a flat circle for him.
Like, you know, I didn't want to believe that she was a troll. And after about an hour of talking with her, I had finally come to the realization that
That's probably the only truth he's said in this entire story is, I didn't want to believe she was a troll. Yeah, it's so obvious. It's been obvious from the start. It's always obvious, because why would any woman agree to marry you, especially after only knowing you like a week? And yeah, it's obvious. You just don't want to believe it's a troll ever, because you'd rather live in a world of fantasy and delusion where people actually want to marry you after knowing you for a week.
just telling the truth. Yeah, Cassandra was a troll. Turned out that Cassandra was paid by John to be my girlfriend, and to eventually lure me out to the mall, where I was supposed to be kidnapped and or... And let me tell you, when I saw the evidence, my stomach dropped. I literally got sick to my stomach, because here was this woman that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with. The woman that I had just proposed to a couple days prior.
The woman that you met 3 weeks ago, Cyraxx. The woman that was obviously a buddy troll, as they always are. And you go, I can't believe this happened to me. I'm shocked.
And was prepared to start a life with. Who was now working with them.
Yeah, he believes that she was his fiance who loved him, but she got turned by the trolls. Those dastardly trolls. And she's now working with them, but there's still a chance, he thinks, he can get her back.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, hearing. The screenshots, the photos, the videos. I didn't want to believe it. And I kept coming up with every excuse in my head as to, like, maybe this is AI. Maybe she's being forced to do this. Then I later found out that she was paid. She was paid by John to lure me out to try to kill me. And let me tell you, when I found that out, my whole world shattered. I sat there beside myself in total
I don't know where he comes up with this. That nothing even happened. He went to the mall. He didn't bring his coat because he's a doofus. He didn't bring any money because he's a doofus. And he found his way back home, and he turns into this story of like, oh, it was because everybody else was trying to do horrible things to me. No, Cyraxx, you're a doofus who went to the mall with no preparation. Whatever.
Disbelief. Just baffled at the fact that this person I was supposed to be with
That's true.
was really with them the entire time.
Up to 5 from Zork.
Let me tell you, that whole night.
Shit, sorry, I didn't pause it. 5 from Zork. Rax, if she has 2 arms, 2 eyes, more than 10 teeth, and an IQ over 43, she's trolling you. Yeah, it's universally true. Universally true. Yeah, that's true. He really thinks he's in like an after-school special about persevering and overcoming adversity and living a wonderful, successful life despite everything you go through, when he really hasn't done the second part of that. All he's ever done is live in a world where he's a victim of everyone.
I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
That whole night I spent,
Yeah.
which was last night, I spent most of the night sick to my stomach, throwing up.
He was so sad he threw up, guys. He was so sad he threw up. Mommy, I threw up again.
Trying to come to terms with what had just happened, what I had just seen and what had happened. I tell this story of what I've been through.
Tell the story of what I've been through, you know, having to take 2 buses home from the mall and slipping and falling on your little bum on the way there. This is the harrowing tale of Cyraxx getting home from the mall.
Because I wanted to serve as a stark reminder that whatever happens on the internet can affect your real life. Trolling can affect your real life.
Yes, this is all a moral story of why you don't be mean to weird, overgrown children on the internet, because they might go to the mall and not know how to get home, and they'll slip and fall on their bum, and it'll ruin their evening, guys. This is a tale of how not to act on the internet.
So to the police out there that say, oh, it's not real. Yes, it is. Anyone out there isn't real. It's just internet garbage. No, it can lead to real life. So to any police officer out there that thinks the internet shit does not affect real life, yes, it does, and it needs to be treated as such.
There it is. So to any police officer who's not arresting all the people who be mean to me, don't you see what they do to me? They make me go to the mall and I slip and fall on my bum, and I don't know how to take the bus home. This is why you need to be arresting all these mean people on the internet. Don't you see? There are boys out there in the world falling on their bum every day because of mean trolls. You gotta stop this. Police. 5 from Fergus Schwartz. Rax talking to God from deep inside the ravine is comparable to Obi-Wan's Force Ghost appearing when Luke passed out from the... Obi-Wan's Force Ghost appearing when Luke passes out from the blizzard on Hoth. Exactly. It was his spirit guide to lead him through this terrifying ordeal.
I am living proof of that. The internet can affect the real world.
Yeah, he's got a big red mark on his bum from slipping and falling down that hill. He is living proof of the damage these mean trolls can cause.
It really can. Especially if those people are dedicated enough. It truly can affect the real world. It can affect someone's life in a very real way, on very real levels.
It's amazing how he consistently talks about it affecting the real world when he doesn't exist in the real world. This is the first time he's gone outside without an adult chaperone in nearly 3 years. He doesn't exist in the real world. He only exists on the internet. It's ridiculous.
And it's not pretty. It's scary.
It's amazing because he can't handle the internet, and they're like, get off the internet. Well, he just showed the other night he can't even handle the real world. He can't go to the mall, a very, very blasé trip for literally most of humanity. And he gets lost and turns it into a harrowing tale of survival. Well, he can't exist in the real world either. Where is he supposed to exist? Where is he supposed to exist? He can't handle the real world. He can't handle the internet. Where? Psych ward. Yeah, that's it. That's the answer.
You know, I look back at these moments.
Two from Zork. I don't want to put that on the screen. Trigger words, but it's like a horror movie. It's exactly like a horror movie. Coming to a theater near you.
Everything that I've been through. Everything from being a few years ago, being on the edge of to what happened just a few days ago.
Just a few days ago, when he went to the mall and he slipped and fell on his bum. The worst situation that could ever happen.
Let me tell you, it was the worst feeling in the world. Being left out there alone.
Being left out there alone. Cyraxx, most 35-year-olds don't consider being left out alone at the mall on a Wednesday night. They just go home. They pull out some pocket change and get on the bus. They don't need a team of adults to pick them up from the mall and take them home. You act like you're an abandoned toddler with no idea how to face the world. You're 35 years old. You should be able to get home from the mall on your own and not act like it was a harrowing tale.
And to everyone that did that shit, to Cassandra, John, Southern, William, I just want to say this. Do you not realize that what you did could have... Or was that your goal? Was that your fucking goal?
Okay, again, went to the mall on a Wednesday night. In the United States of America, he didn't do it in Fallujah. He did it in the mall on a Wednesday night, and he's acting, oh, do you realize the danger you put me in? There was no danger. You were at the mall. In fact, you went and talked to a police officer, someone whose job is there to protect you from criminals. So, by your own admission, you were actually pretty safe. Two from Rabbit. As complex as launching astronauts to Mars. Exactly, guys. Exactly.
Oh, congratulations, because it almost worked.
But
you know what would have happened if I would have been... You guys would have been investigated, and it would have been all over the fucking news. Because I can tell you right now.
Yeah, it would have been national news. Cyraxx goes to the mall and falls on his bum. We're gonna get these trolls arrested for making Cyraxx hurt his bum. 10 from Pelimus. I am so behind on Goblin streams. I've got a lot of catching up to do this week. Merry belated Christmas and Happy New Year, Steve and friends. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. You got a lot of catching up to do. This has been a crazy week.
I have a fan base out there that wouldn't have let this shit slide.
Yeah, he's got a fan base that way. I wouldn't have let this slide. There would have been protests around the country. Justice for Cyraxx's bum. It stings. It stings now because he heard it when falling down that little hill.
They would have stepped up and they would have fucking did something.
Oh, for sure.
I can promise you that. They would have stepped the fuck up and they would have done something. And then you guys would have been in even more trouble than what you're gonna be. And to Cassandra, All I want to know is why. Why did you do it? When I was open and honest with you when we were together, I didn't hide anything from you. I was honest with you.
Well, he absolutely was not. He's never been honest with anyone in a day in his life, and he actually still trots that out like it's true, or it even matters, but it's definitely not true.
I told you everything. I was upfront and honest with you about everything. I loved you for you and who you were. I gave you every inch of my time and then some. I gave you every part of me. I spent every waking moment with you. I was there for you when you were upset at night, bawling your eyes out after being attacked. When those men showed up to your house to harass you, I was the first one there. I was the first one there to comfort you.
I was the first one there, except you weren't there. You never met her in real life. You never let you leave your attic. The one time you left your attic, the first time you left your attic in months. You have a harrowing tale of trying to find your way home from the mall. You're not there for anyone.
To tell you that everything was going to be alright. When you had a stressful day at work, I was the one there comforting you, telling you, hey, it's okay, we all have hard days. When you were terrified of these people, I was the one sitting there comforting you. When you thought that I had left you, I was there to reassure you that I hadn't gone anywhere and that I loved you.
I guarantee you, every time she talked to Cyraxx, he listened to whatever she said and then immediately related to everything that he deals with and started talking and whining about what they do to him and how he knows because they've done this and that to him and he knows because they've done this and that to him over and over because he makes everything about him, and then he turns around, yeah, I was really there for her. No, you make everyone listen to you whine.
I was honest with you 100% of the time. So what I don't understand is why be dishonest with me when I was honest with you. I don't understand. Like, I fail to understand what you gained out of it. What did you gain from that? What?
You did say they paid her, so that would have been the answer, but you have to always act like there's some other reason, and you always want everyone to go that we did this to you because we don't like how you look, Cyraxx, and you can go, oh, therefore, then you can't dislike me. Therefore, you can't dislike me, and therefore, everyone in the world has to love me. Case closed, checkmate, dominoes fall, I win, and you're gonna ride off into the sunset, and that's just really not how it works, Cyraxx.
I was there to gain. What was it? Money? Clout? What was it?
Yeah, definitely.
What did you gain from doing what you did? What did you gain from that? What did you get from that? All I got to say, Cassandra, is this. You owe me some fucking answers.
Yeah, he thinks he can demand answers. You owe me answers. You have to keep talking to me. I'm gonna make up reasons why you have to keep talking to me. Because he can't just ever admit he's got another L in his pocket. Up, 5 from Zork. Cyraxx tried to find that judge when he saw the sign food court. Drum roll. Yeah, exactly. Hilarious.
You seriously owe me some goddamn answers as to why you did what you did.
You owe me answers.
Because trust me when I say, Cassandra, you don't want me reaching out to your family. Because if I have to reach out to your family to get answers, they're probably going to disown you.
That's right. Cyraxx is going to snitch on you. He'll tell your family on you. That's the only plan he ever comes up with his entire life, is to tell on people. I'll tell on you. You got to do what I want, or I'll tell on you. Like a child does. Like an overgrown child would do. Do what I want, or I'm going to tell on you.
When they find out the truth. I just don't understand why, Cassandra. I really don't. All these months of being with you, having your back, being there for you, comforting you, being honest and faithful and loyal to you. And then what do? You not only turn around and rip my heart out of my chest, and fucking just stomp on it and stab it and throw me away like I don't matter. You literally sat there and helped these trolls try to... And I just want to know why. I want to understand why you did what you did. That's all I want. I just want to understand why. What was the reason? What made you want to do this? Because Cassandra, as it stands right now, because of your involvement, you're looking at serious fucking prison time.
That's right. Because of course it always has to go to that with Cyraxx too. You're going to jail. You're going to jail because I went to the mall and I didn't know how to get home and I slipped and fell on my bum. So you're going to jail, I don't know, probably for 25 years at least. At least. Poor little Cyraxx.
And I don't just mean jail, no, I mean prison.
Yeah.
You're looking at serious fucking prison time for this shit. For your involvement in what they did.
Yeah, it is a well-known federal felony to make Cyraxx slip down a hill and fall on his bum. Don't you know? Don't you know? God, I really, really hope the AI summary picks up the fact that I keep saying Cyraxx fell on his bum and puts that in the AI summary. God, I hope so. I hope so, God.
All I got to say, Cassandra, is this. I hope that you're happy with the choice you made. I hope you got what you wanted. And you know what's even sadder, Cassandra? My family loved you. Your mom loved me. My mom loved you as a daughter.
Yeah, I'm sure her mom really loved you, Cyraxx, really loved you, and I'm sure Sally really loves Cassandra. That's why you didn't even tell her that you were running out to go meet her. Different Born Unique, Cassandra gonna get hit with that LWAP, exactly. She's gonna get a life without parole for being mean to Cyraxx and making him fall on his bum.
My brothers and sisters, my extended family, they all saw you as one of their own.
Yeah, he does. He does.
And yet you tried to kill me. And that's what hurts the worst. What hurts the worst even more than that, though, is the fact that you lied to me about loving me. The fact that you lied about not working with the trolls.
Yeah, it's worse that she lied to him, guys. It's worse that she lied to him. It's amazing. It's amazing. He's a ridiculous, overgrown child living in a fantasy world. I know. What is that Norm Macdonald joke? Really bothers? It's the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy. I mean, it's the other part too, but it's the hypocrisy that really, really bothers me.
I was open and honest with you the whole time, but yeah, you couldn't even be open and honest with me. And I don't understand why.
Up, two from Zork. Sally put out a be on the lookout on the Pedro. Yes, she did. She did.
I don't understand why you couldn't just be fucking honest with me. I don't understand. I really and truly do not fucking understand why you couldn't just be fucking honest with me. I don't get it. Like, why can't you just be fucking honest with me and tell me the truth? Why couldn't you just tell me that you were working with them? Maybe I could have fucking helped you out. Maybe I could have gotten you out of that situation.
Yeah, he still doesn't want to believe she was a troll from the start. No, she definitely loved him at some point, but then the trolls changed her over to be evil, and he wants to know why that happened.
Maybe I could have gotten you the help that you needed if you had just told me what was going on.
He couldn't even get himself home from the mall. How was he gonna help her? He can't even help himself. It's amazing. It's amazing.
But instead of telling me what was really going on,
two from Nation Adjacent, SOS. Exactly, SOS, guys.
you decided to hide it and run. And Cassandra?
Probably.
I can't sit here and say that I'm not mad. I can't say that I'm not mad about what happened. But I can say this, that I might not be able to forget about what happened. And I never will, but I can forgive.
He forgives her because he's really hoping there's still a chance. Really hoping there's still a chance that she'll come back to him. He really, yeah, exactly, that artwork. They go, on, everything moved. Yeah, he really hopes. He's always got to hold that hope. Yeah, maybe we'll work it out, guys. Maybe we'll work it out.
I can forgive you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he needs.
I just hope and pray that you take all this as a lesson. That you can.
Yep.
That you can end up in prison for shit like this. So, Cassandra, I hope and pray that from now on, you find better friends than what William and John and Southern are.
But, Kevin Born Unique, the Night Stalker's gonna get her. Yeah, maybe. She's already joined them, though. She already joined them. She already joined the trolls, so they can't touch her.
Do I want to leave you behind? No, but how do I know I can trust you? How do I know that you're not working with them?
Yeah, how do you know, Cyraxx? Because she liked you, that's how you know she's a troll.
How do I know that you're not gonna stab me in the fucking back again? I just hope and pray that you learn your lesson.
You would think Cyraxx would be the one learning a lesson here, but he's hoping other people learn a lesson so he doesn't have to.
And that you never do this again. Because right now, Cassandra, you are looking at a lot of time in prison.
Yeah, everybody's going to prison for Cyraxx falling on his bum.
I just hope and pray that one day you look back on this and realize where you went wrong. And I hope that you realize that anything you do on the internet can have a real world impact. But it's up to you on whether you choose to do good or evil. Me, I choose good. And I hope that one day down the line, you learn from your mistakes. This has been Chance, aka Cyraxx. And I hope that this story helps you guys. Love you guys. Peace.
All right. Well, that was Cyraxx once again telling his tale of the ultimate survival, getting lost at the mall on a weeknight, falling on your bum down a gentle slope, and taking 2 buses home. And how Cyraxx persevered through this ultimate dangerous situation, and somehow now came out the other side not only stronger for it, but very sure that other people are now going to go to jail for this situation that was so horrible. But I'm sure he'll be back again today to tell this story for the 4th time, and then tomorrow to tell it for the 5th time, and so on into eternity, because now he's got a new story to tell about what a little victim he is. But until then, guys, I will catch you guys at the next one. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for coming by. I will catch you guys at the next one. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Oh shit, y'all guys are storming out. Gotta go.
Just shat myself. Meeting's over.
Disgusting.